Welcome to our Mock Interview Pro series. If you're preparing for a Timekeeper interview, you're in the right place. In this video, we're going to walk you through some key questions you might face and help you nail your responses with confidence. Let's dive into the first question. Let's start with a common one. Can you tell us about a time when you had to juggle multiple projects with tight deadlines? How did you decide which tasks to tackle first? This question is all about understanding your time management skills and how well you can handle pressure when deadlines are looming. Here are some strategies to help you craft a strong response. Clearly, identify the projects and their respective deadlines. Explain how you prioritize tasks, such as using a priority matrix or a task list. Share how you kept your team in the loop throughout the process. Mention any tools or methods you used to stay organized. Reflect on the outcome and what you learned from the experience. Now, let's look at an example of how you might answer this question.
In my previous role, I was tasked with managing 3 projects that were all due in the same week. I created a priority list based on the deadlines and potential impact of each project. To keep everything on track, I used a shared document for progress updates and made sure to communicate with my team every day. As a result, all projects were completed on time, and I learned a lot about the importance of clear communication and setting priorities.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for Timekeeper. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Here's another scenario. Can you recall a time when you found a mistake in a timekeeping report? What was your approach to fixing it? This question checks your attention to detail and problem-solving skills, especially when handling crucial data. Let's explore some pointers to guide your response. Describe the error and its impact clearly. Explain how you identified the mistake, including any tools or reports you used. Detail the steps you took to correct the error, focusing on your approach. Mention communication with stakeholders to keep them informed. Highlight any measures you implemented to prevent similar errors in the future. Here's an example of how you might structure your answer.
In my last job, I noticed a discrepancy in the reported hours for a team member after reviewing the biweekly report. I compared the report against clock in out records and found that a system glitch had caused some hours to be omitted. I corrected the entries manually and informed my supervisor. Additionally, I suggested a review of our reporting process to catch such errors earlier.
Let's discuss teamwork. Can you describe an experience where you collaborated with a team to improve the timekeeping process? What role did you play? This question aims to evaluate your teamwork and leadership abilities, especially in improving systems. Consider these tips to construct your response. Identify a specific project or task you worked on to enhance the process. Detail your role and responsibilities within the team. Highlight the challenges faced and your contributions to overcoming them. Explain the outcomes or results of the improvements made. Use examples to showcase your teamwork and communication skills. Let's check out a sample answer to illustrate this.
In my previous position, our team was facing issues with inaccuracies in time entries. I proposed weekly review meetings to address these discrepancies. As the team leader, I coordinated these sessions and led discussions to improve our reporting process. This led to a 20% decrease in errors over 3 months.
Imagine receiving a time card submission that seems off. What steps would you take to investigate? This question probes your analytical skills and ability to maintain accuracy under uncertain circumstances. Here are some steps to form a comprehensive answer. Review the time card for inconsistencies or unusual patterns. Check the employee's previous submissions for similar issues. Speak with the employee to seek clarification. Consult with supervisors or team leads for additional context. Document your findings and the actions taken during your investigation. Now, let's look at how you might respond to this scenario.
First, I would carefully review the time card for any unusual hours or patterns that don't align with the employee's typical schedule. Then, I'd compare it with past submissions to see if this was a recurring issue. If needed, I'd contact the employee for further clarification and ensure all relevant findings are documented.
Finally, if an employee comes to you claiming they've been underpaid due to timekeeping errors, how would you approach resolving this? This question tests your communication skills and your ability to resolve disputes effectively while ensuring fairness. Let's walk through some strategies for crafting your response. Listen to the employee's concerns without interruption to fully understand the issue. Review the timekeeping records and pay history to verify the claim. Investigate the root cause of the error and determine if it's a broader issue. Communicate your findings clearly and transparently to the employee. Take corrective action if necessary and follow up to ensure their satisfaction. Here's a sample response that ties it all together.
I would start by actively listening to the employee's concerns to fully understand the situation. Then I'd review the timekeeping records against their pay history. If I discovered an error, I'd identify the cause and communicate my findings clearly with the employee, ensuring they understand the resolution.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free, just grab it below.